you like to fly in business class for only 5,000 credit card points? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can book a $1,000 business class flight for only 5,000 points and $234. So today I was reading about this new sweet spot where you can book Finnair's new business class product using British Airways Avios for only 20,000 points and about 43 euro. Now that Finnair is part of the British Airways family and using their point system, it seems that during this transition, there's an anomaly where flights between Doha and Copenhagen or Stockholm are pricing out at only 20,000 points for business class. Now let's go to Google Flights to see how much these flights cost. The cheapest price for a one-way business class flight between Doha and Stockholm or Copenhagen in the next few months is over $1,000. Finnair flies their A330 on this route, so this is a lie flat seat. Now Finnair's new business class product actually doesn't recline. It's a new type of business class seat, and this is what that seat looks like. Now this seat does not recline, but it does turn into a bed. This is what it looks like if you were sitting down, and once you turn it into a bed, it turns up looking like this. So it's still lie flat, but it doesn't technically recline. Now that we know you can fly this between Doha and Stockholm or Copenhagen, the next thing to do is to find award availability. That just means, are there any seats that you can book using points? So I'm going to use my favorite award search tool called seats.aero. Let me show you how to search for award availability on this route. From the seats.aero homepage, you're going to go to Explore, and you could do either Alaska or American Airlines. I'm going to do American Airlines. I know this is getting a little confusing because we are trying to fly on Finnair. We're using American Airlines to search for the dates that are available, and we're going to use British Airways to book it, but try to follow along. I'm specifically looking for a flight from Doha to either Copenhagen or Stockholm. So from the seats.aero homepage, I'm going to go to their Explore feature and pick American Airlines. And I'm going to want them to show me flights from Asia, which is where Doha is, and to go anywhere. And I'm going to switch this to full year. Now, seats.aero is free if you only want to search dates within the next 60 days. If you want to search past 60 days, you're going to need their pro version. And of course, we have a code, LETSGET20, and that'll give you 20% off your first year. Now, let's switch this to full year. And in the departs filter, we're going to put Doha. And arrives, we're going to do Copenhagen and Stockholm. Now, I wanted to show me 100 entries at a time. And I'm going to filter by business class because that's what we're looking for. Don't worry about the price that it shows you, but let's filter business class. And then the next thing we're going to do is sort by date. So I'm going to hold the shift key. That way the business class column is not messed with. And as a secondary sorting column, I'm going to use the date. So there it is. Now this is showing you everything that departs from Doha to either Stockholm or Copenhagen. Now you could further filter the airlines and search for Finnair. And theoretically, all these dates that you see on the left-hand column are what you should be able to book for the 20,000 points. And we'll get to, I know I said 5,000 points, but we'll get to that, right? You could actually click on this eye over here, and that will deep link you into booking with either American Airlines, Alaska, or Qatar, or Finnair. But I'm trying to book this with British Airways, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take note of the dates that are available and then go to British Airways to book it. So I'm going to log into my account. So I'm going to hover over book, and then I am going to click on book a flight with Avios. I'm going to put in from Doha to Copenhagen. I want this in June. And you really don't need to switch the class, but if you want to, you can switch it. I always search one way. Make sure you click one way. Even if you need round trip, it's preferable in most loyalty programs to just book two separate one ways for flexibility. So these are the results. So they actually have Qatar Airways business class available, and let's click to see how much that is, right? So if we want to book Qatar Airways, it's showing 54,000 Avios and $100. And if you click on the Finnair operated flight, now the Finnair operated flight for business class is only 20,000 points and $54. I know I said 5,000 points. We'll get to that. But for now, we need to transfer points. So into British Airways, you can transfer from Capital One, you can transfer from Chase, and you can transfer points from American Express. So let's go transfer those points. Now, I want to transfer points from my American Express account, and I don't have a lot of points. I only have 23,000 points in this account. I'm going to use what British Airways calls their Avios Booster, which is pretty much another way of buying points. Now, the formula for you to know the minimum number of points required if there is no transfer bonus is dividing the total number of points required by 4. That means if I need 20,000 points to redeem, I'm going to divide that by 4 and come up with 5,000 points. So let's transfer the 5,000. Now from my American Express account, I'm going to go to rewards and benefit. I'm going to go to earn and redeem and transfer points. Now let's go down to British Airways. I'm going to transfer 5,000 points. So this is my British Airways dashboard right now. I currently only have 950 points that I can use. So we're going to need to transfer the full 5,000 because I don't even have 1,000 and it needs to be done in 1,000 point increments. So let's go back to American Express, transfer 5,000 points, review the transfer 5,000 points to British Airways. Yes, submit transfer. And there it is. So now my dashboard shows that I've transferred the 5,000 points. Now the date I needed was only available on the route to Copenhagen. And the other thing about this sweet spot is that there's typically only one seat available. So if you're traveling with a partner, you either have to take a different flight or one of you flies in economy or you book another day. I'm going to search British Airways Avios Booster and we are going to pretty much buy the points, the remaining points that I need. What the Avios Booster is, it just means that you can boost your Avios that you've earned in the past 30 days by a multiple of 1, 2, or 3x. Any points that you transfer from a credit card into your British Airways accounts are eligible to be boosted by a multiple of 1, 2, or 3. In my case, I'm going to boost it 3 times. So the 5,000 points times 3 is the 15,000 points that I need to finish the booking. Those 15,000 points, I'm going to pay 1.2 cents for each point. So by boosting 5,000 points times 3, I'm buying 15,000 points at 1.2 cents per point, which comes out to $180. Now, the $180 is what I'm paying to buy the remaining 15,000 points that I don't want to spend. So here we are in the Avios Booster. So I'm going to boost my Avios. Now, there are some requirements for this. You can only boost anything that you've earned or transferred in the past 30 days. It shows here that I have 5,000 points, the ones I just transferred, that I can boost those. So I'm going to select that transaction. I'm going to boost it times 3 at a cost of $180. And I'll have a total of 20,000 points, the 5,000 that I transferred and 15,000 points that I bought right now. Let's boost the Avios here. Avios have been boosted. So now let's go back to finish booking. All right, so let's search for this flight again. Let's do a little recap. So I used seats.aero to find award availability and I found a seat available for the date that I needed. I went to transfer 5,000 points from American Express into my British Airways account. I then boosted those 5,000 points times 3 for a price of $180. And now we're about to book the actual flight. So let's go. So 20,000 Avios and $54. Now, if you're keeping track, I paid $180 for the 15,000 points and the taxes on this redemption is going to be $54. My total out-of-pocket cost for this redemption will be 5,000 credit card points and $234. All right, so we're almost done. Now let's just click on continue. I'm going to do 20,000 points and $54. Now I did also pay $180 for the 15,000 points. So my total out-of-pocket cost will be 5,000 points and $234. And drum roll. And there it is, all completely booked. I'll be flying Finnair's new business class product and I only paid 5,000 credit card points and $234 for a flight that retails for over $1,000. I think it's a pretty good deal. Let me know in the comments if you think this is a good redemption and whether you would want to book it. And don't forget to use our code LETSGET20 to get 20% off your annual plan on seats.aero Pro.
Watch for new episodes every Friday on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and wherever you listen. Let's get to the points.